Okay, I went ahead and installed a couple intermediate posts here just because this is displayed. Normally these posts from your starter post to your intermediate, we want about 4 feet apart, and then we'll go 4 feet, put the next one in, and then come up here to our stair landing post. I went ahead and installed this little piece of 1x, screwed it to the post. It just kind of helps keep, I didn't screw these ones down, but it just kind of helps keep everything in line. And this line of cable will carry through to the corner, so that's where we'll put the corner post, and that'll make the transition for the cables to start transitioning the other way. This corner post, which you'll get from your description on your directions and your part number, is a little more difficult post to install because it actually bolts to both planes, the plane of your stairs coming up and also the plane of your deck. So to get that notch cut in around this is a little more difficult than the other ones. It was pretty straightforward. This one, when you put this into the corner, it's actually, the further it goes into the corner, the more these notches are going to move in. So you'd wind up either overcutting those notches quite a bit, or this second board coming into here, you can take loose and shove it back out of the way, and then cut this notch in, and then slide that board back into the post and notch it properly. So that's what I like to do. I've already taken this board loose so I can slide it back, and I can take my post and hold it on this plane, together like that, hold it on this plane, and then go ahead and mark my notch here, and I'll cut that notch first so I can set that post into here, and then I can go ahead and screw it into place, temporarily screw it into place, and bring this board back, mark my notch, cut it, and get it into place and screw this board down, and then I have that post back in there. So that's what I'll do now. So I went ahead and notched out for our corner post here with my jigsaw. The other thing I did is I went ahead and installed just a temporary piece of wood up here because I need to set that post in this groove and up so it's at the same plane as this. This will be our plane across for our deck rail. So I wanted an easy way so I don't have to try to guess that. I can just push that post up against this, and then that'll give me where I need to screw there, and then I can plumb that post up. So take our deck post here, get the screw ready in our screw gun, and we'll want that deck post up against this and in that notch. So that's how we need to do it. I won't worry about plumbing it up right at this point. I'll just go ahead and screw it into place. Okay, that's got us temporary into there. We're up against this block of wood, so this plane comes across evenly, and we just got one screw in there. So what I need to do is I need to check plumb and get our post plumbed up in both directions before I add any more screws. So that's about where we want it there. And we want to check it this direction. A little bit out of plumb. There. Check it again there. And these two posts, these two plates are lining up pretty close, so that's where we want those. So I'll go ahead and put a screw into this plate here to hold that all in place before I finish off the bottom down there. So holding that into place. There. Now let's check that again. Make sure that we're pretty close to plumb. We're looking good. So we got it temporary there. So let's go ahead and put a couple more screws in it. Just to get everything in place. Okay, now that we've got that done, we need to go ahead and notch this other board over here so that we can slide it back into place so this is nice and tight. So to do that, I'll just take and slide this board back. Make sure our spacing is correct on both sides and it's looking pretty straight down through there. And I'll go ahead and mark that and notch that and slide it back into place. So just like the other post, we just mark it. And then I'll go ahead and find my depth and I'll notch that and move that back into place. And that will get our corner post set, and that sets our plane for coming this way for our next post. And then we'll do an outside corner post here.